Hi there. I thought I would take you through my process of making a mala. I started wearing malas earlier this year just because I like the feel of it. It kind of reminds me to stay in body. I like the feel of it. I like the sound of it. Sometimes I'll actually hold it in my hand at night when I'm going to bed. If I can't get out of my head, it's just like a nice physical thing. And I do actually use it as a tool to go through mantras. You know, if I'm really upset about something, or if I'm dwelling on something, and by dwelling I mean, you know, sitting around telling myself how right I am about something, right? That, you know, the bullshit starts then, right? Just fuels it. So, you know, in the spirit of, you know, you can't change the world using the same logic that got you in this problem to begin with. I didn't say that right, but something along those lines. You can't change, well, you can't fix a problem using the same mind you had when you created it, right? So when you can't get out of your mind, you know, I just ask for forgiveness or compassion or whatever I'm thinking at that time, and you know, you don't have to count the beads. You just say it over and over again, and it forces me to train my mind to think about something positive. And I go through the process of making these for other people too now, and I think about it sometimes months ahead of time. You know, birthstone, they might identify with an animal or something that might inspire, you know, picking out the beads and the colors and things like that. So the process of putting this together is also, you know, a practice, it's a religious practice or spiritual practice. So here I have my other visitor coming up. Hello. So it's a good tool for me. I don't necessarily get so upset that I can't get out of my head anymore. So I haven't had to use it to count in quite some time. But and here I'm using it to make gifts. So here I like to consider their perspectives and think about, sort of intention, you know, I put into this, sort of meaning behind the crystals. I use crystal beads. They're supposed to, you know, they vibrate, they're supposed to bring out certain things, and whether you believe in that stuff or not, if you're thinking about the intention behind these things, and thinking about something positive, or whether these crystals are magic or not, doesn't really matter, you know. At least it doesn't for me, because it's doing the job. So today I am making a mala for my sister's wife, Karen. She is lovely. She loves my sister to death. My sister loves her. Her birthstone is an amethyst, which is one of my favorite stones. As my father was passing away, at the same time I was kind of, you know, trying to think of more positive things, and I thought the only thing I had around was an amethyst, and so I just kind of identified that with my dad. So Karen, this is just perfect. This is just kind of like, all right, you like amethyst? I like amethyst. Let's make an amethyst mala. So here are the beads. These are the amethyst beads. I like to greet them. You know, these things are in a rock somewhere, who knows where. So thank you so much for traveling all these way beads. You know, you were hidden inside of a rock. I know you went through a lot to get ground up and turned into a ball, and somebody poked you, stabbed you, put a big hole in you. I know it was a lot, but we're going to tie you to a string and turn you into something beautiful. Put you on a vehicle that's just going to help you vibrate and shine. So thank you, beads. My favorite joke. Thank you for joining us. Get it? Joining us. Anyhow, so we'll put that down right now. It was a trick finding out the right cord to work with. What I really like is this bead cord. It's silk. It's 2 meters long. It's just enough for these 10 millimeter beads. It'll do 8 millimeter, no problem, 6 millimeter, no problem. So I take it. This thing has a little magic needle in it. So I'm just going to take this and rip this off. This in here and take my needle off. All right. Beads don't get all the love. Look at this cord. It's gorgeous. It feels silky and smooth. It's bright purple. The color of royalty. Karen, you are my sister's queen. And king too. Hey, why not, right? So purple's a sign of royalty. Okay, now let's just be real careful. What I like about malas is kind of helps me with my maleness and not being too aggressive, because all it takes is one pull too tight, and you have a learning opportunity, and you get your patience tested, and you might have to start all over again. Many times I've put a mala together after thinking about it for a long time, and I go to do the title knot, and it just fell apart. Start all over. So thank you, string. This string's really good about staying together. Thank you, string. I love you. You're pretty. You got this little thing here you can use to put in the beads. It just makes things so much easier. Yay! Bing, bing, bing. Okay, thank you, cord, for coming. You, who knows where you remain? You came all the way. You're a string with a stabby thing in the end, but we're going to turn you into a mala. And you're going to go on royalty, right? You're going to be worn by a goddess who will just vibrates love. This goddess had to fight it against a lot of things, a lot of barriers to let her heart shine. She didn't know why she loved the way she loved. She was told it was wrong, but she knew in her heart it was right, and she followed through. Made my sister really happy. I love you, Karen. Thank you for following your heart. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to thank this cord. Thank you, cord. Thank you so much. We're going to tie it together. We're going to take just the end, tie a simple little knot, maybe 2 inches on the end. Yeah. Boing. All right, tie it like that. And let's get it started. I think I brought all my tools, yeah. So basically, put the beads on, tie a knot. Put the bead on, tie a knot. But as I tie the knots, I like to use the mantra. It just kind of, gets me into it. So mantra's being used every time somebody uses this as a tool. And there's just Google mantra, I need forgiveness mantra, or I need to forgive somebody mantra. I'm tired of somebody's bullshit mantra, like whatever you can think of. I have to perform the next day, something. Just go through it, retraining your brain. All right, so we'll put this guy here for now. I'll have to figure out how to get my flow on. But look at all these beads. One of them's got to be lucky. Okay. Hey, bead, you're the first. So what we're gonna do is bring out my glasses. Get my little pokey thing. My little hole. There we go. Whee! I'm not going to do this each time. We'll bring it all the way down. Hey there. You are the first bead of many. And you'll be beside the last, and when you come together, you will be as one. Thank you, lovey face. And so then you kind of let it go. Kind of hang it like that. Simple knot. Boom, boom. Right? And then I pull it through. Like this. Now, what you want to do is make sure your knot is really close to that bead right there. So once I pull it through, I've got this little loop-de-loo thing here. I take my little pliers, stick them through the hole, go down here, and I grab at the top of the bead, at the tip of the pliers. Right, and then I'll just kind of start to pull it through. There's YouTube videos on all of this stuff. And as I pull the lock is when I like to do the mantra, as I remember. I'm so glad I remembered it right now. So when it comes to mantras and asking for things, just be very careful. If you ask for things, certain times you might be tested. If you ask for more patience in the world, okay, well, you're going to be tested before you give them more patience. If you ask maybe for a specific thing, well, if you get too narrow, I don't know, how it works, but maybe that takes something away from others. So I try to be very inclusive with my mantras, try to bring out the best, because it's not just about me, it's about the person wearing it. I'm going to give it to them fully charged, and anybody near them is going to, you know, be contaminated by the positivity. So one of the things I've been settling on recently, you know, when it comes to just healing, reconnecting with our heart, is just, you know, let our heart shine. I don't want to say my heart or Karen's heart, because I want both of our hearts to shine, or anybody that we're around. So here we go. Let our heart shine. Right, nice and tight. And then I take this guy here, kind of pull it down. Nice round things, so like when I pull it down, it's not going to fray or cut the edges. Kind of give it a little tug. Sometimes you can, it's still a little big, so we just kind of, there, felt the pull. And look, there we go. And if I made it too big, whatever, it's a mala. Okay? It's not the Hubble telescope. It's a little bit off. You know, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Your intention is what matters. And so basically, you know, you kind of start doing that. I'll eventually get into a routine. I can hear that crystal fell into the thing, so I might rearrange some things, but you kind of get comfortable. Bring it on through. Tight up. Pull it through. So simple knot here. I pull it all the way through. When I'm on a sofa or something like that, it's cool. I just kind of like let it fall. I got water right here. So here we go. Pull it through. Help our heart shine. There we go. So it's 108 beads that go in a traditional mala. You can do whatever you want. You know, use your magic number, your favorite number, or whatever it may be. I do follow the traditional lineage here because why not, right? So basically, you're supposed to do everything 100 times. There's something about a decimal point increasing. You know, some 99 to 100. You know, whatever. They throw in an extra 8 in case you screw up. But there's also some other numbers that are kind of interesting behind, you know, 108, what it's divisible by. So that's what I do. And believe me, you go through 108 of these guys, man, you are chilling towards the end. Because here I'm thinking about Karen. Well, I'm talking to you, but I'm thinking about Karen. She's a lovely, royalty, clean. Man, first time I saw my sister smile, I felt bubbles coming out of her heart like champagne. Just absolutely in love. Help our heart shine. Tighten that up. So, Karen, you have a big heart. And it shines and shines and shines, and it's made my life a lot happier. You know, she made my sister happy, but that makes me happy too. So thank you, love. Forever grateful, never indebted. We don't owe each other anything because we're both here helping our hearts shine. And it's nice to get this started here. Laurel Creek, the Laurel River. This feeds into the French Broad River. This French Broad River just a couple months ago had a horrific flood. I'm very close to Marshall, just right upstream. I'm in between Marshall, North Carolina, and Hot Springs, North Carolina, and they were just devastated. I've been hiking around here all the time. This is my summertime come chill spot. It's again, right in between the two towns, or really close to Hot Springs, and it's about maybe a 2-mile walk. I don't know. To here, and I go swimming in here. In the summertime, my neighbor tells me there's salamanders in here. It's just pristine water. It's a straight creek. There's no pastures or anything above it, so I feel very comfortable here. And it's okay. It looks great. I don't see any ill effects from the storm. There's some debris. There's some I don't know, the rocks just maybe looks a little bit different, but you know, it's still kind of the same. So it's really nice that this worked out well during the storm. It's a tremendous community resource here too. I came out here, you know, really early many times and not much activity. Then I came over here towards the end of the day, and this is like the end of the workday chill out spot for lots of folks. There's various spots to dump into the creek. When you get here, you have to walk past some private property. But it's just, once you get there, you can just find your spot, find your comfortable spot. Make a mala, so I come find a comfortable spot to make my butt comfortable. And try to find an activity that helps our heart shine. Oh. Okay. All right, so I'm fine into it. This, you know, usually takes a couple of hours. I'll do this for a bit, then I'll take a break, take a bite to eat, get in the water. If there's more reasonable temperature. But it is what it is. So, Karen, if you see this, you're still here. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for helping our hearts shine. I hope this mala and this video find you well. Mwah. I love you.